This Purp back with another episode of the Purp Show, season 3, episode 10. We finally made it to double digits. We moving along. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, definitely was a choppy beginning. I definitely wanted a smoother transition, but for some odd reason the video was pausing. I guess because I was like switching out my headphones and shit. But give me 1 second, guys. Alright then. So yeah, this is episode 10, season 3. Yeah, man, we getting there. We're getting there. Like I said, if you're watching the replay, I appreciate it if you hit that like button and consider subscribing if this is the first time you're hearing one of my live streams, or if you've checked out one of my videos in the past or as of recent, and you just want to see what this is all about. Essentially, it's just like me just shooting the shit. I got random topics, or sometimes we won't have a topic and we'll just wing it, not scripted or anything like that. But we do have a pretty loaded show, even though I think I still want to keep the time frame at 2 hours max. But right now, I think an hour 30 is okay. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the show goes and see what works, see what doesn't. Say that's always my thing doing these live streams. I always like to experiment with things. If things don't work, then I'll take those out and try something else. Yeah, man, just make sure you hit that like button. Any comments you may have, if you're watching the replay, just put them in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? People watching live, I am not ignoring you. I see y'all in the chat talking amongst yourselves, and that's why I want y'all to do is talk amongst yourselves. Feel free. If you have any questions, just limit the words. Don't be like typing out these big ass paragraphs. Be like, yeah, Perp, read this. No, just keep it short and to the point. Or if it's a big long ass comment and you want me to read it or something like that, just throw it in the comment section. Either way. But yeah, say how's everybody doing on this Wednesday night? It's been a fantastic week. It's such a long time for me. You know, um, Not letting any negativity or anything enter my realm or my bubble. But it's dope. It's just been like one of the best couple of I would say best couple of weeks in a while for a minute for me. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, we're gonna have a fun show. We're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying. First and foremost, I might as well bring this up since I just seen this on HBO Max. Right now, HBO Max, since we're talking about Mortal Kombat tonight, um, that's gonna be like the last topic. They have two different series. I think one of them is a web series. I think Legacy is the web series, and then Conquest is like a full on series. I think it only had one season. But if you're interested in watching this, you've never seen these, definitely recommend checking them out for shits and giggles. I don't think I've ever seen. I didn't see Legacy. I've heard of Conquest, but I definitely want to kind of dive into those just to see if they are better than the Mortal Kombat movie that we got just recently, or if it's just complete and utter shit, and it's probably like the worst of the worst, bottom in the barrel shit. But that's on HBO Max right now. Also, Streamlabs, what I'm saying, super chats, all that is open. What I'm saying. But yeah, if you're interested, these two series are streaming right now. I think they just added it this week, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but shit, soon. I do not know. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Uh, but salute. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat. You must be new. If you're new, welcome. I appreciate you tuning into the show. Let me see what he's saying here. Landon, salute. Let me see who got in the chat. We got K Dot, say he should be here shortly. Showmonger, salute. Who else was in here? I just seen. Revis, salute. Okay. What up?
What's up, Purp? What up, everybody?
Yeah. So I'm talking about these two series. Have you seen either one of these?
I heard of Mortal Kombat Legacy. It used to be that YouTube web series, and I recently, like 2 months ago, heard about Mortal Kombat Conquest. I never knew Mortal Kombat Conquest existed, but I was looking through some, Mortal Kombat videos and kind of find out this Conquest shit was real. I never heard of it. I heard of Legacy and seen some of it, but I never heard of Conquest ever.
Yeah, that might be a fun time because because you know how like we go onto the HBO Max shows and stuff, it shows you like little clips or like a scene or the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yeah, just by the thumbnails alone, I'm like, yo, this looks hilarious. I might have to check it out though one of these days. I might have to trip on shrooms to watch it because I've been waiting because anytime I ever want to trip on something, I gotta watch something like outrageous. You know, that's definitely something worth watching. But anyways, just wanted to put that out there. So, like I said, we got a pretty loaded show. We're probably gonna go for like an hour and a half or so. We'll see how it goes. Since it's just us two.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out at about like 9:30 because I'm working a night shift tonight, so I gotta pull up out of here. But I'm gonna kick it with you.
Yeah, night shift. Night shift's where it's at though. Night shift is definitely where it's at. I can't work during the day. I'm not a day person. Not a day person at all. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So,
Fully loaded.
all right, so got some little tidbit of things I want to talk about before we get into the main course. You know what I'm saying? What should I start with first? Let's see. Might as well start with this one because this is fairly new, just dropped. For those hip hop heads out there, that's been still listening to hip hop and stuff, or you're a Kendrick fan, or you like TDE, they teased that on May 7th that somebody is dropping. Some people, some people think that it's going to be it's going to be the real K Dot, the real Kendrick Lamar. I would be surprised because like usually Kendrick, I don't know if it would be May. I don't know if that release date's set for Kendrick because I'm looking at the possible releases. I've seen some people on Twitter say like, "Yo, they better not release a SZA album before they before we get a K Dot or we get an Ab Soul or we get a Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad's another one that's been kind of MIA, not really hasn't been dropping music like that. Hasn't dropped an album since like 2016, which is crazy to think about.
Hey, I was saying the same thing. They better drop a Kendrick album before they drop a SZA album. I'm not saying SZA ain't good. You better drop a Kendrick album before you drop SZA anything. That's all I'm saying.
I can't even see it being Ab Soul because I forget when the last time he dropped an album. It was probably like 2017.
To be honest, Perp, is more than likely Kendrick or Absol. Is really
I'm gonna go left and
I never heard of Isaiah Rashad dude.
Yeah, because he was pretty prominent back in like 2014 and 2016. That's why I said like he's been gone for like almost 5 years.
Yeah, I doubt it can be him.
But I wouldn't be like I'm putting my money on Isaiah because I feel like it makes sense. Like that's not the newest artist on there, but like he's still kind of young. And it makes more sense. And I feel like if Kendrick's gonna drop, he'll drop at the end of the year or something like that, towards the end of the year. Because Drake is still right around the corner. So because Drake must be dropping his album soon. because I'm starting to see now more artists getting into like kind of album mode. I see Khaled started promoting his album, Khaled, which is a fucking stupid name. Like, finally
Cal,
he makes it.
man, he was blessing that album.
Right, 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 bro. But I think it's definitely Isaiah Rashad. I don't think Schoolboy gonna drop this year. I think he just dropped last year, right? The Crash Course, I forget what the fuck it was called, but I think he dropped last year. So my money's on Isaiah Rashad. We'll just get to wait and see. But it's been such a long time since I did an album review. The last thing music related that I like even talked about was the whole Scary Hours 2, and that was forever ago. I need some music in my life. Even though that Slime Language 2 though is fire. Just say I've been listening to that very frequently, even though everybody sounds like the same motherfucker on every single track. Like everybody sounds like either Gunna or Thug. It's hilarious.
Shouts out Uzi for that feature.
Yeah, a lot of people like this song. All right, so getting off of that, let's see. Let's talk about Bedrock. Yes, it's backwards because I did that on purpose. Um, so apparently now they're going to be coming out with a what's a face a sequel to the Flintstones. And I'm asking myself, I'm pretty sure I feel like they already did that. Or I didn't like really read into it. I just seen the headlines, but oh, that's interesting, something to talk about. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. As long as they keep it 2D animated, don't do none ass 3D shit, we cool.
So they
What's your
doing
thoughts on?
a continuation to the Flintstones.
Yeah, supposedly it's gonna be like Bam Bam and all them grown up and shit, or like 20. So I'm paraphrasing, but it says like 20 years after like the original. Whatever. I don't know how that even makes fucking sense, but
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, you said it's going to be a grown up Bam Bam and stuff. Well, at least they're not.
yeah,
At least they're not doing that Fairly Odd Parent shit where they add in a new character
right.
to try and take over the shine from our current main character. I'm okay with the kids, becoming the main characters because they essentially are. It was a big part of the main show, Bam Bam and them. I'm okay with it. But yeah, keep it 2D animated. Don't 3D animate this shit like they're doing for Rugrats. I have no issue with them doing that for Rugrats. Don't do that.
No, there isn't no more originality anymore. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a shit. It's rare. Now I'm not gonna say that because there definitely is still some originality, but there's some problems with that, even being original. One, there's not always the likely chance of somebody watching that. Like,
Yes.
not everybody knows what the leftovers are, but I know what the leftovers are because it's a fucking masterpiece and it's one of the great. Like, I would say it's the best show ever made. That's just my opinion. But and that's why I said I love Netflix because I know a lot of people shit on Netflix, be like, yo, there's nothing to watch on Netflix. I doubt it, bro. You could literally find so many dope shows. The movies is another story. Like, that's something that Netflix still needs to kind of figure out because they still don't have that on lock. But the shows, they have that on lock. Like, nobody is more diverse as far as their catalog goes than Netflix. The only one that comes close, even remotely close, is HBO Max. But they still don't come close to just the originals because there's so many dope foreign shows out there. They're like German. I'm watching this one shit called Sexify, or some shit like that. It's like this Polish show. It's fucking, it's silly, but I still, it's something different. When you come over here to the States and stuff, it's just, you get the same regurgitated shit. It's got to be superhero related. It's got to be a remake or remade, or it's just some 3D bullshit put together. That's what you get over here.
Right.
Now within that, you still can find some good stories, but studios usually don't push those shits, or Like me and the Black Guru was talking about this, or he was talking about this on his Twitch. Go follow the Black Guru on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Support him. Follow him on YouTube as well. Um, you know, we talk about the Godfather of Harlem, and that he talks about the Godfather of Harlem, and that is a good show, but it's on Epic. Epic don't promote shit. Like,
Yeah,
how many people?
they got that Pennyworth show, and I forgot that even released. The last person I heard talking about it was E, but the thing is, I didn't even know that show got released. I heard it was coming, but it's like
Now, hold on.
it wasn't promoted.
I'm gonna try to just pronounce this first one because the second one I can't even try. I'm not even gonna try it. Shim Shimasu Shimasu.
Shimatsu.
Did I pronounce that right, or did I just fuck that up? Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, see, even he knows. See, only select people know about the leftovers. It's like Fight Club. Only select few people, but I highly recommend people watching the leftovers. It's a blast. Tony, what's up? What's up? Adam, Andrea. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's Bedrock. But the next one I got was kind of weird. It's gonna look weird when I bring it up. I should have put the article for people to go watch or go read it, whatever. But you could find this anywhere. Elon Musk. The headline read the headline said pretty much a bunch of people will probably die during the earlier missions to Mars. Now,
Hey, at least he being honest.
right. He's very being blunt, but like there's people going to Mars now. You good thing they didn't hear that shit. 'Cause, like, imagine if like you get a letter in the mail saying, "Hey, we want you to come to Mars." Would you go to Mars, knowing that there might be a 50 or no 70% chance you might die? Would you take that 70% chance?
Well, isn't Elon Musk? He's trying to make his own like what was that, the space hotel thing?
Something like that. Yeah, he
Yeah.
doing some nut shit.
This thing,
So wait, Trev.
Elon Musk is most likely new to rocket science and stuff and all that jazz. So I can see why he's saying this because he's not even too sure if everything will go as
Oh,
planned.
oh, duh, it is Captain. Yo, I swear I forgot he changed his name, Captain Levi. Salute, bro. You can always. I should have known. I should have known. But all right, continue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect his first mission of his to go good, but I mean, he would have to test anyways and send out small amounts of people to test his hotel thing and see if everything goes good, even if the hotel is able to stand out there in space like that. He'll
Right,
have
right.
to do testing with that anyways. So I mean, I don't think he should have said this because you should have it tested. You should have it tested to the point where so many people tested it, a small amount of people tested, but to say a bunch of people will probably die is it's doesn't give people too much hope. It's like you're saying, I'm kind of sure that it'll work, but I'm not too sure. But we can try it. That's basically what that comment is. But I feel I understand why he said that because I'd probably be all like, yeah, some of y'all might die, but I wouldn't say it. I just got to give
Right,
people
right.
I got to give people that confidence to let them think that it will go good, even though it may not. But you got to give people that confidence to think, like, yeah, it could go good. You got to stand by your product and stand by your product.
Right. Yeah. So the next one I got up. Let's see. Fandom returning in October 16th or something like that.
I know
Quick
that's
thoughts.
too
What do you
far
think they're
away,
going to
but
show?
yeah.
I think they're going to show the Batman trailer, a full like another Batman trailer, and you end the show with a Black Adam teaser. That's all they need to do.
Wait, what? Batman. The Batman drops next year. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
that'd be
yeah.
the perfect time to put out a second trailer for that, to build up hype for that again, and then to end the show like how they end the last fandom. They gave us the Batman shit and all that.
Yep.
Give us a Black Adam tease, and then boom.
The biggest thing I need. Well, I know we're gonna get a Flash trailer. We're gonna get a Black Adam trailer, and we're gonna get a Batman official trailer for sure. But I think they may release the official trailer before fandom, and fandom may be like a second trailer or something. I don't know, because the movie's done. They got the trailer ready. They just waiting to drop it. So if they drop it at fandom, I ain't tripping because the movie doesn't drop until next year. And another thing, I just want them to give us a status on that Superman thing that they're doing. That they're doing a Black Superman, or are they going to keep Clark Kent? Because I know they're going to update us. They're going to talk about Status Shock, Zatanna, and that whole slate that was leaked from AT&T's Investors Day. I really hope they dive into that slate, which I think they will.
Right. Yeah. I definitely want to get some updates on exactly where certain projects are at. I'm assuming that we're gonna get more announcements of things to come and stuff like for the Flash movie and stuff. Probably we get a Flash teaser too, maybe. Who knows?
Oh, I think we all get I think every single film for next year, official trailer for everything. I think everything will be official trailer. Shazam 2, official, no teasers. I think everything.
Hey, you know what's interesting about teasers and shit like that, or official thing? It could literally be a teaser, and they could call that the official fucking trailer or whatnot. But yeah, just give us 1 or 2 trailers for max for these movies, and just let us go see it for ourselves. But yeah, man, fandom's coming back. Let me know in the comments below, or what I'm saying, like, what do you want to see at fandom? We're gonna move on to the next. And it's your boy Kong, the GOAT. Sequel in the works. I don't know why they got Adam working on it. You know what I'm saying? I still can't forgive Adam for what he did with Death Note. That's just, we're not gonna.
Wait, he did Death Note, right? He did Death Note.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes me. Song was better than Death Note, but damn.
No, but that makes me. It makes me think like, all right, that's why I didn't really enjoy this movie. It had nothing to do with who won or lost or who the fuck. Like, that whole movie was not that good. But anyways, this sequel is supposed to be called rumors of Son of Kong. I don't know what that could possibly mean. Is that going to be about Kong and just him continuing his journey, and then by the end of it, he becomes King Kong, something like that? I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Well, people are just it's just a rumor at the moment. That Son of Kong thing is a rumor, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I would say that's kind of too soon to do that. Son of Kong and stuff, Son of Godzilla, Son of Kong and stuff. Eventually, I do want to see it because I think they should, bring in Godzilla Jr., Kong's son. But if they do Son of Kong, I think this would be a good chance to do a Kong King of the Hollow Earth movie, where Kong is going to look around in Hollow Earth trying to find more of his species, because the Hollow Earth was big. Mm-hmm. Maybe some of his species are somewhere in the Hollow Earth. We don't know, but the Hollow Earth is huge.
You know what I just thought of?
Yeah, but I don't think he'll have a son. I think he's going to probably adopt another ape that's, probably just stranded, or living by himself. He probably may adopt him and teach him the ropes of how to be an ape and stuff. And in the midst of this, they get some drama, some other monster.
Tell me they're not going to pull a God of War, and you have Kong having like an Atreus type character, like hey, boy.
Bruh, oh my gosh, Kong got that axe, bruh. Kong about like boy.
Yeah. I know. Shouts to Lunga pulling up. Bruh. I'm just talking. We just talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, hey, Purp, Kong about like, boy, go sharpen my axe, boy.
He gonna do it. He gonna use sign language and shit.
Sharpen my axe. Throwing up gang signs and stuff. Sharpen my axe.
Go right on. Like, yo, should be funny as hell.
Purp. Hey, that Kong he adopts is gonna look at him, do the sign language back. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy. What you talking about?
Yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. But damn, yo, it sucks that you gotta go to work and shit. You're gonna miss the premiere of was it Yusuke? Yasuke?
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Is it pronounced Yusuke or Yasuke?
Yasuke. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Yasuke.
react to the first episode. Well, when I get in after 4 a.m. tomorrow, I'm gonna react to the first episode for you
Oh
guys.
well, yeah, you'll be like it'll
I
be like
won't
an hour
react to the
after.
whole series because I want to
Okay,
binge the rest. Yeah, I won't react to the whole series because they're gonna release all the episodes at once.
I think it's only 6 episodes though.
I mean, I could react to them all, but I'll have to like do crunch time to get them up. I'm better off just reacting to the first episode and I'll do a big review at the end.
Lungo funny as hell. But nah, yeah, like yeah, I gotta look at the I want to see how many episodes it is because I'm definitely smoking a fat blunt and just enjoying it. Did you listen to the opening theme song?
No, not yet. I'm waiting. I didn't want to look at it. I would just want to take it
Bro,
all
I
in.
never because I knew like Flying Lotus was going to be a part of the whole entire like just music and stuff, but like them making that open, they made an instant classic anime opening with that shit, bro. Like um Flying Lotus and Thundercat, that's crazy. That's
Oh, Purp,
crazy.
since you brought up that up, just a quick thing, not to diverge too much from the stream. Rest in peace to the individual that used to compose music for Dragon Ball and other types of animes and stuff. He passed away recently at the age of 84.
Damn.
They used to compose music for Dragon Ball Z and stuff. He passed away.
Word, yeah, like yeah, R.I.P. to him, bro. 84, damn, that's one hell of a life, bro. I just be thinking about that, but I was like, bro, am I gonna make it to my 80s, bro? Because it's just like, it just seems like that show. It's just so it's almost like is taboo the right word? No, it's almost like the life expectancy is like I don't know, man. I don't want to get too down that rabbit hole and shit, but like it's just weird to think about life and death. So that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother time. You
But
know what I'm saying? But
see, the life expectancy, not to jump into it too quick, that depends on really where you stay at too. Because like the life expectancy of someone in America compared to someone in the Middle East in a warring place, you know,
mhm.
their life expectancy is going to be a lot shorter than us here in America. You know,
Right,
it's
right. But yeah, man, it's crazy though. RP to him, bro. What's next? What's next? Before we get into the main main kitten caboodle. Yes, I said kitten caboodle. Um, the Oscars. Waste of time. Should they stop? What could they do to improve? Trash categories. By the way, for those that don't know, I do my own award shows, but at the end of the year, around December,
the
and
perp
it's much better.
show.
Perp Show Awards, Perp Awards, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? That's dropping at the end of the year. For those that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Definitely check that out because it's much better than the Grammys, much better than the Oscars, much better than that whatever the fuck that MTV got. Better than all that shit because I actually watched all these different types of shows and different types of movies. So we have a very diverse category to choose from. Unlike the Oscars, where they just kind of just this year anybody could have really won because there was no fucking movies to be put out anyway. So you know what I'm saying. But I don't know if you checked it out or saw anything that piqued your interest.
I
Keely
skipped
Chow,
it.
salute. Philip.
I skipped it, but I saw that Chadwick got nominated for. He got nominated. Anthony Hopkins won a award. I saw Anthony Hopkins show respect to pay tribute to Chadwick, which was cool. Shouts out Anthony Hopkins for that. That
Yeah,
was
that's a tough act to beat. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't look at the Oscars, but I heard people. Oh, another thing, Purple. I'm not sure if you saw it. Did you see that Chadwick Boseman's family spoke out? His brother spoke out and said that Anthony Hopkins taking Chadwick's, Anthony Hopkins winning was not a Chadwick not winning wasn't a snub to the brother of Chadwick.
Yeah, it's Anthony Hopkins. Like the fuck.
Yeah,
Like I ain't seen the movie he did it, but like, bro, he don't he I don't I never seen a movie where he missed. But it is what it is. I think they do need to kind of switch things up. You know, I know it's mainly for those artsy types of, you
Individual.
know, not yeah, like those artsy types of films, which are nothing is wrong with that because like that stuff is fascinating to me, but it's not fascinating to everybody. Like people that really are into films and stuff will appreciate that stuff, but you know what I'm saying? It's I definitely think they need to. I feel like the whole presentation is kind of stiff. You know, I feel like they're afraid to. It's definitely they're afraid to kind of experiment, kind of just go outside the box a little bit. Don't do it too much. Don't do it to the point where it's cringy. But it's like it's just everybody's kind of stiff. Everybody's like dressed up. I know it's supposed to be like this official type of like setup and stuff. It's not the MTV Movie Awards, the VMAs, but like, damn, you could just make the presentation better. The categories, you know, we already know that it's like kind of set in stone for a lot of directors and actors and stuff like that. Usually, sometimes it's not based off of talent. It's based on who you know and stuff, and you know, a lot of politics behind it. But but yeah, man, it's just it just shows you the ratings just keep decreasing, but they're gonna keep doing it every year because they got to. Um, but it is what it is. I just think I'd be cool if the Oscars went away. I'd be cool if all the award shows just go the fuck away. Just go somewhere, you know, say, or just learn how to know your like. I would say just more so know your audience and stuff, and just understand like, all right, we got two different types of people that kind of tune into our show. We got the people that are really into like the films and the performances, and we got people that really just pay attention only to the mainstream things. I feel like they can meet somewhere in the middle. I think the Oscars would be a better show. That's just me. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
it for the
They
fillers. Go ahead.
for me, Perp, they need to stop. I mean, look, the Oscars is cool and all, but they need to stop nominating them sad ass, depressing ass movies to win. Like they be nominating some depressing ass movies. Not saying depressing movies aren't good.
You right though, right? Because a nigga, you'll have a movie about a nigga that lost his dog, or his goldfish. Let's put that like a nigga lost his goldfish. And they make a whole
Right.
movie about that shit, and he don't say not a goddamn word through the whole movie, but just the way it's shot and the way he's talking, looking at the goldfish and shit, and they'll give that shit a nomination.
Yep. And look, hey, it ain't like those that stuff ain't Oscar worthy, but damn, it's like bro, I want to see some like just different type of shit win, like superhero movies, just other shit win for
Right, right.
once. Damn, they be nominating the same sad, boring not boring, but depressing movies and stuff, like super sad stuff that have to make you cry for you to love it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I get it. If I gotta cry for a movie to get an Oscar, okay.
Right, right.
A lot of movies can get that for me because I cried while
Like
watching How to Train Your Dragon 3, but it didn't get
Halle
an Oscar.
Halle Berry got her back blown out and she got an Oscar. Like
Bro,
that just goes to show you.
all she did was get her cheeks clap. All she did was get her cheeks clap, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, well,
man.
Halle doing her thing, bro. She finessing these niggas.
Yeah, but I definitely gotta agree with the homie Guru and said because we were talking about this I think like a couple nights ago that they definitely gave Daniel Kaluuya that award to make up for the whole Denzel not getting an award for Malcolm X, which is crazy.
I
But
actually didn't watch what was that movie did? The Judas and the Black Messiah. I did not watch that movie.
it's good. It's good, but it's just like it's one of those cases where it's like it's a British guy playing a an African American. It's the same thing. Like it, I'm gonna go. I don't go off in that tangent, but you know, I have my issues with that. But even though he did do a solid job, he was a cool. It's just Hollywood definitely plays favorites, bro. Like it's just it's no denying it. You know, but complaining about it also doesn't help neither because it's always been a thing in Hollywood and stuff. And anyways, getting off that, let's get into the main topics. I wanted to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the finale. Your boy Falcon done glowed up, and now he's Captain America. Or you know what? Let me rewind. We're getting the finale of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Yes, I called him Captain America because he's no longer Falcon no more. He's Captain America. Congratulations,
Man,
sir.
that's still Falcon to me.
But
I'll call him Captain Falcon.
I feel like me and you could both agree that out of this whole entire series, John Walker was the GOAT.
Oh yeah, John Walker was tight. Oh, I want to ask Purp, did you have any issues with John Walker? With John Walker choosing to save those people over Carly?
No.
Some people had issues with that switch of John Walker not choosing to save those people in the truck over getting revenge on Carly. I knew John would do that because he.
Yeah, man. John's character is interesting. I know a lot of people give him shit because he's got Cap's whole like uniform and stuff like that, and he's basically a fake Cap. But you know what I'm saying? He really didn't do nothing wrong. Like he killed somebody that killed his homie. Like, it's an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna hunt them all down. I was just like, yeah, like kill these motherfuckers. Like he just killed what was the dude's name? Lamar. Lamar, ain't nobody gonna miss Lamar besides John Walker, but ain't nobody gonna miss that nigga.
I mean, well, in some people's defense, that person didn't kill Lamar, but the thing is, that dude is still a terrorist.
It's guilty. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing when we bring up the whole Falco and Gabby thing, even though we're not going to talk about that right now because that's spoilers. But if you look at that whole situation, it's like kind of same thing. Like that's why Falco always be getting his ass whooping shit because he's guilty by association and shit. But continue.
Right. Even though he doesn't deserve it, but it's like it is what it is. You're associated with this person. You're going to get when you're associated with people. You put yourself in a position and you're really riding for that person. You're going to get hurt just like that person will get hurt. So as far as that person goes, I had no issue with John Walker killing him. I was okay with it because as we've seen in the MCU, everybody dies. Thanos died. Killmonger dies. Loki dies, but he's back some other way.
He half dead.
The first Iron Man villain died. Like, I had no issue with people dying. That's nothing new in the MCU. A lot of people die and get killed off.
So how'd you feel about this finale and just overall the series?
I like the finale. This series overall, I thought it was consistently good. Started from episode 1 to 6. In this finale, the biggest highlight of this finale was Falcon's Captain America moment where he gave his speech and did his little thing. So I gave that little speech. Now, I don't have any issue with it. It's just that Falcon's speech really didn't work for me. It is not because of reasons of, it was woke. It is not that.
Is it timing?
No, it's not the timing. It's there's two things required for me to believe for this to work. I have to believe in Carly's cause, and I have to feel something for Carly, right? Carly's cause was to fight for open borders again, right? Now, in the MCU, they say borders opened up during those 5 years, right? Now, me being me, I have tried my suspension of disbelief, but ain't no way the U.S. has ever opened up their borders to Mexico. Even if half the population gone, it's the truth. The most countries are not opening up their borders. So I have to believe that, and I have to also feel something for Carly. I don't feel nothing for Carly at all. I don't care about her. I don't care about her mission. I was happy when she died. I was like, man, fuck her. So Falcon's speech, Falcon's speech, I was really in the middle on it. Even though it was this big Captain America moment, I was really in the middle on it. It kind of worked for me, kind of.
Mm. I like
But
the Isaiah moment he had with him at the end.
oh, that was yep,
That was
great.
dope. I was like, bravo, Marvel, bravo, y'all did that.
And you want to know something I realized about John Walker? And look, I was talking about this on an MSK stream the other day with Warren. And this is the thing. Back in the time when I just forgot this nigga's name. Isaiah Bradley was doing his thing and got locked up for doing some of the same things Captain America did, helping people, and he got locked up for it. Now, all that stuff happened to him. Race was a part of it because back in the early 1900s and even around the 70s and stuff, racism was heavy. That shit was heavy, like fucking heavy. This was back during the 50s, during the Korean War, because that's what Isaiah Bradley was part of. The Korean War was in the 50s, like racist as fuck. That was before the civil rights movement too. I understand why Isaiah Bradley, and this is just the truth, he's never going to like white people. He's never going to like white people. And if you notice in this episode, his stance on what he thinks about Caucasian people is never going to change, but he at least appreciated Falcon for honoring him and not forgetting him. But this is another thing. Falcon just put a target on Isaiah Bradley's back.
Right.
He's supposed to be dead, bruh. He's supposed to be forgotten because that's the deal he made. That's the deal he made.
And I'm wondering how, because I know the light skinned bull, whatever, the little kid, whatever. He's gonna probably take up the shield next. I'm wondering how that's gonna play. That's probably gonna be like.
I think it'll be probably Falcon's little sidekick.
Yeah, something like that for the time being. Maybe like how he comes back in the story, like something happens to Isaiah, he dies or something like that, and but that's probably like way into the future. But they also announced that Captain America 4 is being in the works. So, how do you like? And speaking of which, how do you like the suit? I think the suit's kind of fire. You got some drip.
This is the thing. I do not hate the suit. I wish there was more blue where there was white. You replace the white with the blue, switch it around, keep the red where it is and all that. The suit, I just wish it was a lot like.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I think it's the neck piece. I think it's the neck piece. If you took all that off, or like if you could take that off somehow, and that was like, you know what I'm saying? If it was just, you know what I'm saying? I think it would look cleaner. But honestly, I understand why he wears those goggles, because he obviously can't like be flying around without it. So.
Bugs and shit flying. It's just that, it's just his shoulders and his torso area, and where his below his waist, his pants and stuff. It's kind of baggy. I wish it was kind of tighter, like John Walker's uniform or Bucky's uniform. Not too tight, but not skin tight, but a little bit more fitting.
Speaking of Bucky, you think he took a back seat this whole series?
Oh yeah, he took a back seat. Even in this episode, bro, you saw Bucky trying to break that shit with his hands, and he was struggling and shit out that little device that was holding the truck. I'm like, damn, where your strength at, bro? You weak.
Hey, you need to hit the gym, bro. You gotta hit the gym,
bro. Falcon lifted up a truck.
How you feel about? That was dope. That was dope. How you feel about Agent Carter? And her being pretty much like a double agent type of thing.
I was actually okay with it. Are you okay with it?
I mean, I just didn't really care. She was just
it wasn't nothing epic to me. I didn't care, but I understand it.
Her being the power broker, that's just like woo. A lot of people, I think it was, I forget what stream I was watching. God damn, because I want to give them credit for this. But he said the power broker's real name is Curtis Jackson.
Yeah, the power broker.
They say it would have been funny if 50 Cent would have popped up as the power broker. That'd been cool. But yeah, man. Overall, I think
50 Cent would actually be perfect for that role. Anyways.
Yeah. But overall, I think why this series hits more for me than WandaVision, even though I like WandaVision's premise. I just think the delivery did not hit the way that this did. But I think I know a lot of people feel like this show is probably their worst, and they think that WandaVision is best. And I think it's always going to be we're always going to go back and compare these series when they air and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure when Loki's all done, people are going to compare that, and I think Loki's going to be all right. I'm still on the fence with certain things, but I think that's just how it's going to be going forward. Like you're either going to like this aspects of this show, or you're just gonna completely say, "Oh, this was completely trash," or you know what I'm saying. I think it's just how it's always been with the movies and stuff. It's gonna be the same way. But I think with it being 6 episodes, they could have made 8 episodes, but I understand like it's supposed to be like a movie ish, like a long form movie, kind of drawn out. But I'm cool with what we got. The only critique I could possibly give Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the whole flag smasher thing. I understand like the original idea for it would have been cool, but obviously because of shit, you had to kind of go back to the drawing boards, which you could obviously see where things kind of felt kind of weird with that whole storyline. But other than that, I like Bucky and Sam's interaction. Motherfuckers is hilarious. Zemo is still the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my quick thoughts on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Probably dedicate the whole show for Invincible since the finale is this weekend. Looking forward to that. So stay tuned for that. But the last two things I want to talk about before we wrap things up, because I know you gotta go and stuff too, and I gotta go take a nap or do some shit. um, the last two things I want to talk about is Demon Slayer and Mortal Kombat. Let's talk about Demon Slayer real quick, because Demon Slayer, I said this on a stream before, not on my stream, but somebody else's stream, that if theaters were open to like full capacity and stuff like that, Demon Slayer would have watched Mortal Kombat. Easy. It would have watched them. The fact that they only had like 1,500 theaters open and Mortal Kombat had double that, and they still was making more money than them, that just goes to show you. And that just goes to show you that anime is no longer like niche. It's in the mainstream now.
Oh yeah, it
It,
is.
it's mainstream now. You know what I'm saying? And I think over this next decade, the popularity to it is just gonna be through the roof, because Demon Slayer literally the anime just came out 2 years ago now, 2019, 2020. Yeah, it's like 2019, and it's just hit the ground running compared to other animes that like it took time and stuff like, and it's sitting there breaking records and stuff, and people have not, like, there's still people that had not heard of Demon Slayer, but now because they heard that got so close for beating Mortal Kombat, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are watching that first season and checking out the movie. And if you've checked out the movie and you haven't checked out the series, I don't know why the fuck you would do that, because they are connected. And the way they did do it is and the premise of the whole entire movie is dope, that it takes place on a fucking train, where most movies, whenever they take place on a train, is trash, except for like Snowpiercer or something like that. But yeah, man, this is huge. I know you haven't watched it yet, but I definitely recommend you checking it out, though.
Yeah, I've not seen episode 1, so I've not been spoiled on the show. I've seen all the Rule 34 stuff, so I've seen all that shit of that. So yeah, but other than that, I've not seen Demon Slayer yet. I'll get into it soon. I was just, I just don't want to deal with the fan base. That's the thing. I just want to watch the show in peace and that'd be
You
it.
could do that. Like I ignore all that fucking shit.
Because I did not want to. I was only about reacting to it, but I remember this trended on Twitter one day, right? And it was episode 6 or 7 of season 1, and niggas was going around saying, "Damn, bro, this is the best anime ever. That animation fire!" Just because the animation, I'm like, God, dang, nigga, chill.
And Captain Levi, I would say domestically, it would stomp the shit out of Mortal Kombat, because like literally at the end of this weekend, Mortal Kombat made like 2 million something more than Demon Slayer, which is insane. That shouldn't even be a thing. That like Mortal Kombat should be just completely outpacing Demon Slayer. But the fact that like Demon Slayer made like almost like over 400 million something worldwide, and it's still making money, and now it's coming over here to make some money. It's like, bro, it's crazy. I'm just like, as an anime watcher and stuff like that, it's a great time. Like, it's a great time to be an anime fan, supporter, or whatever the fuck, because anime is just on a crazy, crazy boom that I like. It was only a matter of time to really get to see this stuff, but like, yeah, it's just I feel like we're gonna start seeing a lot more animes or anime movies put into theaters and stuff, and um giving them more giving them more theaters and stuff like that, and we just got to wait and see see in the future. But man, yeah, Demon Slayer's just been straight up killing it though, straight up killing it, and that's why I say also, because we're going about to get into the Mortal Kombat talk. Mortal Kombat was pretty fucking mid. That's another thing too. The rewatch value was not there. But with Demon Slayer, people can go back and rewatch that multiple times and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta take that into account too. That's why I said, like, if this was if this was normal, regular fucking everything back to normal type of theater experience, then yeah, I think Demon Slayer would have washed Mortal Kombat. And you know what's crazy? I don't normally look at Rotten Tomatoes neither. The the critic score for on Rotten Tomatoes is 100, and for the audience score is just a 99. That's out of like 5,000 reviews. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
And
anyways,
well, shouts out Demon Slayer. And people said anime wasn't popping. That's why I say, even when Sony does their little live action thing with these animes and stuff, I'm not saying they will be great or not. I don't have much hope. But
you
if
gotta
they
start somewhere.
if they could do good with them, it's just going to bring more awareness, because it's like with comic book stuff. Comic books really blew up when they started becoming live action. Animated stuff still puts us on as children, but when comic book stuff became live action, like Batman, Superman, all that stuff, the characters blew up even more.
Right.
So the same thing happened with anime. Anime is already popping. It already is. You have people of different ages watching it. I see people on YouTube doing
Whatever.
like parents react to anime and stuff, getting their parents into it and stuff. It's just that they shouldn't be afraid to. Not especially in this
Right.
day and age. Don't be afraid to. Just
And
do
and,
your
and,
test
and you know,
scoops and do it. Because I think what Sony's first sacrifice in One Punch Man, right? Sony's gonna be sacrificing One Punch Man first. That's the perfect sacrifice. One
yeah,
Punch
that's
Man
gonna
is a
go right.
sacrifice. Sacrifice that.
But you know what's the most interesting about it? The thing about it too is anime has a lot of the same themes as what we're talking about in the West, as far as like gender and race and all that. But they don't throw it in your face and stuff. Like, when you see the you see the main villain of this movie, you would have thought that was a woman, but it's a dude. And it's just like they do that a lot in anime,
Yeah.
where it's just like they'll feminize like a male character and shit. But like, that's just how the person is. They'll never like, oh, this dude's blah 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 blah. But this he goes by they and this that and the third. No, you don't do that shit. And you know, I think with the more Hollywood kind of fucks up, the more it's it's a more of a big win for anime and manga, because even manga is shitting all over the Western comics and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, man, it's you're gonna start to see a huge shift this decade. I think it's gonna be a pretty big shift. But yeah, let's get into the last topic that everybody's been waiting for. Mortal Kombat 2021. Now, expectations for this were kind of like, I don't think I really had any expectations. I just was hoping that it would be at least decent as far as the story goes. Fight scenes could have been way fucking better. Um the highlight the highlight of this is Scorpion Sub Zero. Period. They should have just made this whole movie about Scorpion and Sub Zero. Fuck all these
Yeah,
other motherfuckers.
they call.
It,
I'll
it,
be honest with you. They could have called this Mortal Kombat the
Rise of
Shirai Ryu versus the Lin Kuei as a subtitle.
something like that. Yeah. Um, Shang Tsung looked like what's his name? Ken. What's that actor's name? That Asian actor? Ken. What's that
Ken
short?
Ken Watanabe.
No, Ken Wong Wong Young. The dude
Well,
from
he was a dude in Batman: The Dark Knight. You remember that Asian dude that Batman went to China to steal?
no, not him, not him. I'm talking about, he's like this comedian, like Ken something. He was in like The Hangover and all that shit. Like he's that short
Oh,
little
that Chain motherfucker. Chain.
yeah.
That. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Him. That's who Shang Tsung reminds me with a wig. Like Shang Tsung was trash in this, even though the funniest line was from Cabal, where he sits there and says, "Oh, he's getting his soul sucked." I was dying laughing, bro. Got
Bruh, when Kamal said that shit, oh, this is my favorite part. He's about to get his soul sucked. I was like, bruh, that ain't come out right, but that shit was funny though. I mean, in this movie, I liked Cabal. Cabal was fast as shit.
I like that. I did that.
Cabal was
It's
moving.
definitely and you know this has potential to be something if they do a sequel. I just feel like they need to kind of take the risk and like give them like 100 million, give them $100 million or
Yeah,
$150 million on the budget. And if you guys make a loss, then all right, we don't make a third movie. Just up the production a little bit. Cole Young wasn't as bad as I thought. Like as I thought, I didn't think he was gonna be that bad. But like he literally got plot armor. That shit was funny
yeah.
as hell.
Oh yeah,
That shit was fun. That shit was fun. That's that. Like even like as ridiculous as how he got his powers, because like he's sitting there getting fucked up by Goro, and I'm like, bro, how's he eating this shit? Like he should be dead already. And I like his wife though. Like we don't really get much of his like that child that he has is like looks like his sister or some shit. Like he's old, that's old enough to be his sister. Like whatever. But when old girl picked up the axe and she should have aimed for the head or something like that, or one of his hands. I don't know why she just aimed for the side, whatever. But
yeah. Hey, that axe worked though. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was gonna kind of hit Goro's skin and bounce off for a second. But I was
it
like,
should
nah,
have.
this nigga's still flesh.
Yeah.
I mean, Goro's strong, but he ain't never been durable. Like he can still get cut. He's
But
strong. He can still get cut through.
but when you really look at this movie and you look at these teams, they were trash. The only one that was good on Shang Tsung's side was like fucking Sub Zero. You got this random dude with a fucking hammer I've never seen. Uh,
Yeah,
Melina
German.
just all of a sudden, Melina just isn't a killer. She just like, oh, you're not marked. Like when she's fighting Sonya Blade, you're not marked. You're not even worthy, and just disappears. It's just
Yeah,
that shit was weird.
I when I thought they was gonna do Melina, I thought they was gonna make her a lot more because Melina used to be my main in Mortal Kombat 10, and Melina is quick. She has this little teleport ability and stuff where she moves quick. And I look this Melina, she had her big booty and everything. She looking good.
That shit was. She had some cake. She had
Bro,
cake on her.
that shit fat. She looked good, but she didn't have the quick fighting style I wanted Melina to have. Because when her and Sonya fought, I'll be honest with you, out of all the fights in this movie, when her and Sonya fought, the choreography wasn't bad, but it was like they really could have tried to dress up their fight even more, especially use a little bit more CGI on Melina and stuff, and now we're doing her teleport, make her a lot faster. She wasn't as fast as I'd expect her to be because Melina's fast in the games.
Levi, I'm gonna leave this comment up there and I'm gonna get to it shortly. But speaking of Sonya Blade, that Sonya Blade is trash. She doesn't even look good to me. Like she don't even look sexually appealing. Because at least Sonya Blade should look so like sexually appealing. She don't got to be no butch bitch, but like you know what I'm saying. At least have her look somewhat decent and something like that. The Sonya Blade in the OG movies was dope. This was trash. Jax was fucking a joke. Like, but the funniest scene is where he
Baby arms, my nigga.
That and when he slaps dude's head, whatever, the dude with the hammer, when he fucking crushes his head, he's like, oh yeah, these shits work. That shit was funny as hell. And what is up with those arms? Like he got like fucking Wakanda tech, or like he got some
Yeah,
nan.
when I did my review, I questioned that shit. I was like, do these monks got like degrees in robotics and shit? Where the fuck they learn how to make robot arms and shit?
He got some of that. He got some of that nanotech, man. That Stony Tark OP nanotech. But yeah, man, the Kano was another positive of this movie. Kano was hilarious. I think that actor that played him was on point as far as his over the topness. And I don't think Kano's dead. I think he'll come back. Um,
Oh yeah, and
he'll come back with
like,
the fucked up eye and shit. Like he'll come back with the plate and stuff like that.
yeah.
I think most of these characters are gonna come. Like Sub-Zero's gonna come back, probably get reincarnated or something like that.
I just hope when Sub-Zero gets reincarnated, yeah, it'll be cool if he comes. Yeah, it's okay if he comes back as Noob Saibot, which is accurate, but I hope he comes back as Sub-Zero. I'm okay with an evil Sub-Zero. And what would be nice is if you introduce Sub-Zero's brother and we get two Sub-Zeros and you have his brother trying to appeal to his brother's, try to appeal to his brother, bring him back to the side of good, which will never happen.
You know what I see them doing though? Something probably generic where Sub-Zero also had like a descendant somewhere out there, and then Cole Young and that person are going to be like the new Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And you know what would
Well, I
be
mean, this is the
interesting
thing.
for
I think his family might be dead because, mind you, when Sub-Zero killed Scorpion in this movie, this was years ago. Like this wasn't. This was a long time ago. Like way back in
right.
Medieval China, probably. This was a long time ago. So I'm not. Sub-Zero is definitely alive this long due to Shang Tsung and some other manipulating and Outworld and magic and stuff. He's alive this long because of something else. I don't think his brother might be alive. I don't know fully too much about the Mortal Kombat lore, but when I know the Lin Kuei and Cheryl Ryu been at beef in the games, but I don't know when that stuff takes place.
Peep this though, right? This is how you salvage Cole. This is how you get people behind Cole Young's character, right? You have him start off as a good dude, right? And then as these movies go on, he becomes more like Scorpion, makes a deal with the devil and all that shit, and this, that, and the third, or something like that, somewhere along the lines where he just becomes Scorpion. He becomes this cold-hearted character, kind of distant from everybody and stuff, or something cool like that. I would like to see that because I don't think it's gonna be the last time we see those two. I definitely see them probably. It'd be a dope. Or this how they could kind of spin it, right? Because I know they've done this before in games, like where that wasn't the real Sub-Zero the whole time, and that was like Quan Chi, or just like a doppelganger or something like that. It wasn't the real Sub-Zero.
No, they could do Quan Chi, but they'll have to change it. I would not be okay with them saying if this was Quan Chi the whole time. Because I like Quan Chi, but Quan Chi don't got no hands like that.
That's true. That's very true.
Quan Chi do not got hands like that. Jax
he fights you at a distance for a reason.
Right. Quan Chi cannot fight like that. Even if he pretend to be Sub-Zero. Like he's not like who's that dude? Taskmaster. He doesn't just instantly copy your moves and he's great. Nah, he still fights with his own style. Right, I think in this movie, I'd prefer if they say that was the real Sub-Zero. If they try to make it a Quan Chi thing, you could do it. It's accurate, but it's like the way this whole movie was set up, it wouldn't work. So they could still introduce Quan Chi because they can still say Quan Chi was the one who helped Scorpion learn how to handle the flames of hell and stuff and master them.
Right.
Even remember the animated Mortal Kombat movie, Quan Chi was also there to help him with that.
Right.
So I would do different, work in different ways, but he can still show up.
I would recommend you checking out Warrior though on HBO Max because the dude that plays Sub-Zero, he's in there. He's also dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that shit out.
But the dude that plays the main character in Warrior should have been Liu Kang. This Liu Kang, I don't know what the fuck they did with his character because like I was like, bro, I don't like Liu Kang like that, but that's definitely not it. That's not it, Coach.
I like his. I like the tone of his character, but he was just a
He's
little
too
too small for
small.
me. Yeah, too small for me.
Way too small. I understand like he's inspired. His inspiration is from like Bruce Lee, but damn, bro, you could have got like I said, watch Warrior, bro. You'll see the main character that comes there. Like he would have been a perfect Liu Kang.
Yeah,
He has
he
this.
he definitely could have beefed up, but he has that diet to where he keeps his body slim and fit. So this is the thing. I was okay with his Liu Kang, but like Liu Kang in the games, Liu Kang ain't no small mother freaker. He got some muscle in his bones.
Yeah,
I think
the
the Liu
dragon
Kang from the
shit.
OG movie was a little bit bigger.
The dragon move was cool. It definitely was cheesy because like like we watch this movie, it definitely feels like $50 million. Like,
Yes, it does.
especially on.
It feels like it, but it's not disrespecting it, but it feels like it's on a TV show budget, but it works for a TV show. That's why I say Purp. They can really do an HBO Max tie-in to
Bro,
help
bro,
extend this out,
perfect.
help extend this and flesh out things, and then do the movies too.
Or they just say fuck the movies and we're just gonna do a series.
I'll take a show with this budget, well, a little bit more, but with this at least 90 million max, like Game of Thrones. And this would be perfect on HBO Max. They got the costume design is perfect for it. Everything it's perfect for a TV show. I'm not saying
What was that game? What was that game that came out with like Liu Kang and and his brother or his cousin?
Shaolin Monks.
Shaolin Monks. They could have made a whole live action series about that. I would watch that. But watch Warrior if you haven't. If you're in the chat, watch Warrior. It's dope. Season 3 is coming. That's some real Mortal Kombat shit right there. Like that's the fight. Like the fighting in that and the choreography in that is what I expected to get out of Mortal Kombat. I didn't get that, but it's all good. But also, let's put respect on Reptile's name because he fought 3 motherfuckers at once. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like that new rep. I was okay with that reptile design. They could have used the OG design with him like just in the ninja suit, but I was like, that's even still a basic design because he just looks like a ripoff Scorpion and Sub-Zero with green. Because that's what he was.
Yeah.
Reptile used to be a ripoff Sub-Zero and Scorpion skin.
No wrong with that. Green. Yeah, that's how it is. But who do you think they're gonna get as Johnny Cash? Johnny Cage.
How they get a no-name actor? Definitely.
Yeah, they're gonna get a no because I don't think because a lot of people say Ryan Reynolds, but like if you put him in there, he'll probably outshine everybody.
Yeah, that's why get a no-name. You can get a no-name. It don't got to be a no-name that you random person off the street, but a random Caucasian actor that's coming up, like an actor who's been doing TV and shit, and bring him into the movie. Because I mean, I'm not here for no great acting. I'm here for liking the characters too, but I'm not here for no like deep ass acting and shit. If the Johnny Cage dude is an asshole, he's funny and all that stuff, then I'm cool with it. But he got to be funny. If he ain't funny, shit.
Right. I might have to run that scene back because he looked like he kind of had a 10 on him, and they might try to race swap Johnny Cage. That'd be something for people to fucking be outraged about. How would you feel about that? They just like turn Johnny Cage into a light-skinned bull.
I would be against that. I mean, it's like this, Purp. I brought up my Melina thing. I'm okay with Melina being black if they're not connecting her to Katana, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, you better keep Johnny Cage as a white dude because they do guys. I mean, this is the thing. They already did it with Cole. They made new original characters. Movies have not done that in a while to like stuff like this. Even Marvel has in DC made a new original characters for their movies. They did it here with Cole. They can do the same thing and like make new characters. Because believe it or not, this nigga Cole, he's gonna be in Mortal Kombat 12, bro.
Right, he gonna be the main character.
$20 DLC, my nigga.
But people gonna use that shit because he got that suit. He got that Warhammer suit, bro. That shit is fucking. I want that. That's legit plot armor, bro. Like.
But see, I think because you could definitely put more black people in the roles in this movie and stuff. In these movies, by just making new characters and not having to completely take away from the our characters that we already got. Because they did it with Cole, I don't see why they cannot do it again. Because
Right,
Cole,
right.
I don't
I'm
hate Cole.
calling it.
I don't hate Cole, and I don't love him. He's average to me right now. But if they keep on fleshing him out, I could love him some more
I'm
or
calling
hate
it.
him.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now though. They're going to get John Cena,
Oh hell no, John Cena cannot please keep
bruh. I can see him pulling off Johnny Cage. That'd be interesting. But yeah, man. But getting to Revis's question before we start to close out. Um, so what film is better, the OG Mortal Kombat or 21 Mortal Kombat? Now
Uh,
this is
that's a tough one.
yeah, I'll go first because like it is tough because yeah, obviously the OG is better for many reasons, but also this new one just has the blood and the actual like
Yeah,
violence that comes with Mortal Kombat. So if that OG Mortal Kombat was rated R and they had all that shit, that would be the best. It still is, you know what I'm saying? But like it's there's nothing like I said, if they up the budget a little bit and we get Johnny Cage, we get like a better kind of story and they kind of actually listen to the feedback. And this next, if they do a sequel to this Mortal Kombat movie, that could actually be the best one, if they do it right. But you're just asking me OG versus this one, I have to go OG, off of nostalgia and just, I think the casting was better, except for, I know a lot of people are mixed on Raiden, but I feel like that dude that plays Raiden in the new Mortal Kombat, um, I feel like he could have done more. I understand like that's Raiden's character. He's not supposed to get involved and stuff like that, but maybe give him white hair or something like that. I don't know. I feel like they got give him more to do. Like I said, I feel like if they have a sequel or a whole trilogy planned out, or X amount of movies, they could definitely improve. That it's not as bad to the point where like, nah, I don't want to see a sequel or nothing like that. But like, I think it's very possible that it will do good. But yeah, man, OG Mortal Kombat. I might actually watch that one of these days just to see if it still holds up. Because I feel like some people, when they see the newer version or something like that, they just automatically call the old one good just because they feel like they could both be ass. You know what I'm saying? They could both be ass, but I definitely want to go check that out. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Or just check out my review that I dropped about Mortal Kombat. Then check out K Dot's review of it and let him know your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Yeah, man, that's pretty much all I wanted to pretty much get through. Got through it pretty quickly. Um, yeah, it wasn't too bad, but yeah,
Hey, shouts out to this stream, bro. Shouts to this stream. Me and Perp had to hold it down. Me and him, so duos and shit. PB, where was you at? But it's all good. We'll get PB
yeah,
next time.
man. I know PB's out there. You know what I'm saying? He handling some stuff, but it's all good. He'll be back. He'll be back. One of these days. You know what I'm saying? Life stuff. So yeah, man, this was fun. Talked about HBO Max streaming those two Mortal Kombat series. I'm probably going to try to check out Conquest or something like that because, like, I looked at Legacy and it's like, why are these shits like 2 minutes long? I'm like, I don't need to waste my time with that. We talked about Kong possibly getting a sequel. There's a rumor. Oscars are still trash and white. Um, that's a joke. Oscars so white, Never mind. Y'all get it. Um, Elon Musk sending people to their deaths. Falcon and Winter Soldier. We talked about that. Just our overall thoughts, quick thoughts, nothing too crazy. Still think it's a solid series. Next week, like I said, we should be talking about Invincible. That last episode was crazy. That was something different. That episode 7 brought me right back into it. Because episode 6 was definitely like, out of all of them so far, episode 6 was the weakest. But this whole series has been pretty fire. I can't wait to run it down with some people. Hopefully, K Dot will join me for that. You know what I'm saying? I'll have Guru in the building to talk with me about it. Because I know he's been reviewing it as well on Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. Bruh. And it's crazy too, man. It's just, we got a bunch of content coming out this weekend. We got the Yusuke, is it Yusuke? Yasuke?
I'm going with Yasuki.
Yeah, Yasuke.
Um, yeah, it could be Yasuke. It's likely Yasuke, but
I'm gonna ask Google later. But definitely make sure you check out my review of that. I'm gonna try to knock out all. If it's only 6 episodes, I'm gonna try to knock out all six tonight. When they drop, and I'm gonna try to put it out as soon as possible, sometime before I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Mighty Ducks is still going on.
I think I think this episode is gonna be like probably 50 minutes max.
I hope
If
so.
they are, I'll be shocked because you don't get a lot of long anime episodes like that anymore.
Yeah, most definitely. Like the last one I watched like that was Rise of the Shield Hero. That first episode was like 45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the last one
Hey,
I watched that was consistently like over 30 minutes was Tenchi Miyo War on Gemini, and they had like
that's a long ass
45 minutes.
fucking name. That's a long ass fucking name. I'm surprised you remember that shit. But like I said, I got tons of content. Creep Show. I don't know if it's their season finale this week or next week, but I'm definitely going to be reviewing episode 5 of Creep Show season 2. There's some other things I checked out on Netflix that caught my interest, like a limited series called The Innocent. Seems interesting. Might check that out and review that. I wanted to review Shadow and Bones. It's interesting. It's just one of those shows. It's like The Witcher. I was into The Witcher, but then like episode 3 or halfway through, it's just like I kind of just fell off. And it's the same thing with like Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually pretty interesting. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those shows I gotta probably just go back to and rewatch it to really pay attention to things. It's only 8 episodes. As far as that goes, yeah, man.
Hey,
Was that your alarm?
Purp, I'll say this about Shadow and Bone real quick. Damn, I might sound sexist when I say this shit. That female protagonist was not pulling my interest.
I think that's what it is. She's just not.
She's not grabbing me. I like female protagonists, but I might sound
like
sexist.
The violence and stuff is there, bro. It's pretty damn graphic, and I think it's the TV-14 thing that's like kind of throwing me off because like I like to watch like a lot of mature shit. So, but it's still pretty fucking violent for the most part, and they have some interesting characters. Just not the main lead right up into this point. What else have I been reviewing? Mar of Easttown. That's also on HBO Max. That is a limited series. I highly recommend people checking that out. They only got 2 episodes out so far. It comes out like every Sunday at like 10 p.m. something like that. It gets dropped on HBO and then HBO Max at the same time. I wish Hulu would do shit like that. But that is a really fascinating show. I was hooked by the first episode, but the second episode, you're gonna be like, damn, where's that episode 3 at? But yeah, man, I should have a bunch of videos coming out this weekend. I'm kind of just picking and choosing, trying to slim down certain things and try to do my best to just put out what I feel like will really hit or what people might be interested in. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going coming in the pipeline. Do you got anything coming, K-Dot? Any streams, any videos, reviews?
Well, I'm trying to catch up on content and stuff. And just to update you guys, I will be continuing Death Note. I won't react to all the episodes, but my friend gave me a list of big episodes I need to react to, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do one big review for Death Note.
How you liking Death Note so far? What episode are you on?
Bruh, hey, Purp, it's not the writing is not bad at all. Don't understand when I say this. I like this shit. This show is about two niggas that is bored with a book.
Right.
Bruh, this nigga light.
And this is why I say like this is why
this shit dramatic, bro.
This is why anime is so dope, because they'll take boring subjects or things that like you would never thought would work in a TV show or a movie, and they put it in animation form. It's fucking in gold.
But see, this is the thing. When people are bored, they do shit like this. When it was that, you guys, chat in the chat, don't spoil it. But in the first episode, when Light revealed, there's more to why Light. There's more to it, but it was just like Ryuk. When Ryuk revealed why he dropped the Death Note, this nigga straight up said, "Because I was bored." I'm like, what? You was bored? Hey,
and you watch
let it happen. Let it happen. I'm down with it.
Did you watch the Netflix Death Note, right?
I watched it. I watched the Netflix Death Note before I seen the anime, but that Netflix Death Note was trash.
Now that you see what the anime does, right?
Yeah, I mean, I already knew of Death Note before. Don't get me wrong, I already knew of Death Note before, but my issues with the Netflix Death Note was that
they turned into a love story.
Yeah, that, and it was in the wrong setting. It was in America and stuff when it should have been in Japan. They could have easily done that.
You got William Dafoe to play what's his name? The Shimigami. Ryuk. That was a perfect casting. When I saw that, I was like, and Keith Stanfield as L. Bro, that whole those three actors that are playing like Light, L, and Ryuk were perfect casting, and they fucked it up.
Yeah,
they fucked it up.
Well, William Dafoe time was wasted.
Indeed. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. It's gonna be a short show. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed the festivities. Next week we're gonna talk about Invincible. And I'll probably have some other.
How many more episodes is it? 2 more or 1?
1 more.
Oh, episode 7 the last. That shit better be.
No. It'll be episode 8. Episode 7 was last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you remember they gave us 3 episodes off jump.
Yeah. So they better give us season 2. That's all.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for for them to announce season 2 of Vinland Saga. I want that. But this has been a dope discussion, dope show tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Definitely let me know your thoughts afterwards in the comments below, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, next week we'll talk about Invincible. I'll probably try to find some random ass bit of news or something like that in between time. And I think this hour 30 just it works because it's not too long, because I know it's late for a lot of people. And people gotta go work in the mornings and shit like that. And I think this is working out. It's cool. And I will see y'all next week on the Purp Show at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be late. I was almost late, but it is what it is. But until next time, see you later.
Deuces.